It's Monday night. You know what it means? It means a Facebook Live. And our guest tonight is Xavier Sarrasin, former player from the Blainville-Beaubrier Armada and now a player for the Val-D'Or Foreurs. Xavier, welcome. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Yeah, it's really nice to see you again. We used to see each other a little bit more when you were in Blainville-Beaubrier, because obviously it's a little bit closer. So, talking about that, how do you like yourself in Val-d'Or?
For now, it's good. I like it. I like it a lot. People here are very welcoming. It's been a thrill from that.
Yeah, I'm sure you like it there. Is there any particular place? Have you started to visit? How is it with your new billet family? How do you like it?
I love it. Honestly, it's been great. The atmosphere, like the atmosphere change, felt good. I was getting to a point where I was getting a little frustrated back in the Christmas time, so just a little change of air felt good.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice to hear. And um, other than the team, how do you like it in the city? How do you adapt yourself to the city?
It was kind of a big change because I left home. I was in
Mhm.
Blainville back. I was home, so I had to adjust to new family, new stuff. But aside from that, I like it.
Obviously, you said you played at home. Was it the first time you had to get to a billet family because you played a couple of games for Sherbrooke at the beginning of your career? But was it really the first time you had to go to a billet family?
No, I was in a billet during COVID year and
All
for
right.
a camp at 17. But aside from that, it was really my. It's the longest I've been in a billet.
And was it hard for you to leave home, knowing that you were playing right next to your parents and maybe a family and stuff? So was it hard for you to leave?
Well, I was expecting it to happen one day, whether it was at Christmas or next year if I want to play pro. But on the in the moment, it didn't felt like it felt the right way. I don't know how to say it, but
Got it. And on the ice, obviously, you get a little more ice time. How do you adapt to your new teammates?
love it. Honestly, everyone, like I said, is welcoming. The guys here are like the enthusiasm in the dressing room is really good, honestly. And yeah, that's I love it, honestly.
All right, awesome. So that was us talking about the trade because obviously it was a major thing in your career in in the last season. But I wanna talk a bit about more your hockey pat and maybe for people who doesn't know you. Where does the passion for hockey come from for you, and when did you start noticing that you could be very good at this game?
At an early age, well, I started skating either at 1 year old or 2 year old. As soon as I started walking, basically, my mom put me on skates. So she kind of made me learn the basics of it. Then my father took over, made me learn how to handle the puck and the more technical stuff that comes with hockey. So um, I had kind of a step forward to everyone when I started playing real hockey.
Mhm.
That's I'd say I started believing in the fact that I could go pro uh, when I started my junior career.
And did you come from a hockey background family? Did your father play a high level hockey? Not really.
Not especially, but my parents are athletes. They're not like they weren't elite in anything, but they do sports all the time and they're active, but nothing out of the ordinary.
What kind of sports did you do?
My mom skis a lot. My father plays soccer a lot. Um, that's probably their main sports. But aside from that, we go on trips, like in bike trips or walking trips around mountains, and they like cross country.
Awesome. And did you play any other sports growing up, or was it all about hockey for you?
I played soccer, played lacrosse, and yeah, that sums it up pretty well. I was running as well, but it's more of a school thing,
Mhm.
not a not something I was doing full time.
Were you good at soccer and lacrosse?
I was decent at soccer, lacrosse. I just played for 1 year with my hockey team that I used to play back in the days in summer hockey. So that was great experience, but I can't say I'm that good at it.
No, there's a lot of similarities with hockey, though, with the physical aspect of the game, and I mean the rink and stuff. Did you? I don't know. Did you find a lot of similarities? Maybe with the I don't know. Did you like it?
I loved it honestly.
Uh,
It's physical. It's basically hockey but on foot.
yeah, yeah.
So well, strategies weren't the same all the time because there's some particularities to the game, but it remains basically to put the ball in the net
Yeah,
or a puck.
that's that's the goal in hockey too, right? And for people who might not know you, what kind of player are you on the ice? What can they expect if they see Xavier Sarrasin on the ice?
I consider myself as an energetic player with character, and uh, I kind of play. I tend to be better defensively than most people. Then after that, I'd say I'm quite smart on that end. Maybe a little bit like I'm smart both ways of the ice, but I'm smarter defensively.
Got it. And what's obviously it's your last year in junior major. You play as a 20-year-old right now. What do you expect to do next year? Do you have plan to go pro? Do you plan to go college? I don't know. Or what's your plan in hockey?
I'm planning to go pro. Not looking to join college. I'm doing it as like just as school aside from hockey, but it's not my plan to go play for a specific university.
All right, so your plan is to go pro. Would you like to stay here in maybe North America? Or would you maybe I don't know go to see what happened in Europe? I don't know. I guess it depends if you have a call from uh, maybe an NHL team. Who knows? Who can give you
Yeah,
maybe a pro contract?
it depends whether I like which kind of offers, I guess. So I'm open to either options. We'll just have to see what comes to the table.
Awesome. And now let's come back on the Foreurs a little bit about your new team. Did you know a little bit of the guy on the other side? Maybe players that you played when you were younger, or maybe early in your junior career.
The only guy I knew from playing younger was Charlotte, my co-20-year-old. Aside from that, my brother actually played with Alexandre Guy younger, but aside from that, I didn't know anybody.
All right, so it was all new for you. And is there, I don't know, is there any player that you discovered and you said, I mean, you played a lot against the Far in the last couple of years. Is there any player that you discovered? You said now that you practice him with him day in day out, maybe a player that is better than you thought, or maybe I don't know.
I started to notice that like William Blackburn on the shootout is
Yeah.
just straight up a wall. It's it's ridiculous.
What does he do that makes him like so hard to score on?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't figured him out yet. The only thing I've been getting is faking low block and going high, but I honestly is such a mystery for me.
Did you had the chance to play against him a lot? Because he was actually injured quite a lot in the last couple of years. So did you have to play against him in the last couple of years?
I played a couple games against him, but I not enough to learn
Yeah.
what what he was like.
Now that
He's a game changer for us, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Now that you know him a little bit more, like, would you say he's underrated as a goalie? Because we haven't, like I said, we haven't talked much about him because he's been injured quite a lot. But when he he has been in the net. He's been an highlights machine, and he's been good actually.
Yeah, he's been great. He's been more than good for us this year. He's just the guy that you make a mistake, he's gonna back you up every time, no doubt about it. But uh, yeah, I'd say he should be considered as one of the elite in the league. He
That's
can steal games all the time. He gives us a chance to win every night. It's hard not to like like a guy like him.
interesting. So for the answer, for the question, is he an underrated goalie? You say absolutely
Definitely,
yes. Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
awesome. All right. And how do you see the upcoming the for the future for the rest of the season for Val-d'Or? Obviously, it's not a perfect season in Val-d'Or. You guys are more on the fight for trying to make it the playoff. Is there?
Well, I think we lost audio.
Yeah, you lost my mic for a second there. How they feeling in the dressing room right now, and how do you see the last part of the season?
Well, how are we feeling? We're all business. We're trying to make a push for the playoffs. I think for my part, I still believe it. Team still believes this. I'm pretty sure. So it's just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to put the words on the ice and go out there get it.
And you said put the words on the ice. I mean, what do you think you guys gonna have to do to keep yourselves in a fight?
Um, honestly, just play the right way. Respect the game. Be tighter defensively. That's pretty much the key for success.
You've played most of your career for Bruce in Blainville-Boisbriand. You've played for Mathieu at the beginning of the year. How does it go with Max in Val-d'Or? Is it hard to adapt to a new coach or a new style of coaching?
No, he's been coaching pretty much like Bruce. Honestly, I like the way he sees the game. I love the way he coach. I have nothing to say. I've been adapting pretty well, I'd say.
So there's a comment here. Vicky Beal says there's a few jersey back there. Wow. Maybe you can explain where are you? Because you're not at home right now, right? You're at the
No,
rink.
I'm not in my billet. I'm actually at the rink in an office because I felt like it was better to do it here. So it's a couple jerseys I think the team got from players, I guess, back a few years.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that like the green yellow jersey. Is it your favorite jersey now? I guess you have to say yes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Um, um, and are you always that late at the rink, or usually on a Monday night you're at home, maybe watching
I'm at
hockey or
home.
something?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Watching hockey, honestly, 100%.
Do you watch a lot of hockey? Because I mean, you guys play so much. Do you have the time, or do you feel sometime, I don't know, just to watch something else than hockey because you're so much into hockey all the time?
I watch it, but I watch it on a hockey program. So I won't watch a game with intermissions and stuff. I'll just watch it in a compressed way. That way I can get more out of it. But I like to pause it and review to see what the guys did well or what happened to get some tweaks on the game that I could that I could take to upgrade my game.
That's interesting because I was about to ask, can you watch a game just as a fan and just watch it for the game itself? But I guess
No,
the answer is no. No, you
no,
always watching for
no, no,
something, right?
no. I'm always talking about stuff or arguing. Back in the days when I was home with my father, he'd say like, "Oh, you could do that play or that play," and I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure what the system." We're always talking hockey.
And that's interesting. Would you say that you're kind of a hockey nerd or something?
Yeah, 100%.
Huh, that's awesome. So you'll watch some teams, I guess in the NHL or maybe in other leagues, and take what take pay attention to their system and stuff all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I analyze everything. I try to get the best out of it and bring it to my game.
You actually think like a coach. Is that something that you'd like to do someday? Because I guess coaches are exactly like that. They just cannot watch a game for the game itself.
Well, I've already started
You did.
with my yeah. I did a couple tournaments with my brother as a coach. Uh, but yeah, I probably after my career, I would like to try it.
Hmm, that's interesting. That's it. And you did it with your brother. How old is he? And how come you were behind the bench? Were you head coach? Were you assistant
Yeah,
coach?
yeah. So summer hockey. My brother's a '05, so I just made a team with his like all his friends, and I decided I was going to be coaching just for
Wait,
fun. We actually won the tournament.
you did? So he's not
Yeah.
much younger than you. So you were just
No, 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 no.
that's interesting. So congratulations for
Like,
winning. Did it feel good to win as a coach?
yeah, felt. I don't. Yeah, it honestly felt great.
But I guess since you're in the game all the time, was it hard for you to be behind the bench instead of being on the ice and say, I would have done that play or I would have done that thing at that moment? Like, was it hard for you not being on the ice?
Yeah, but the thing is with coaching, and I get it. Where there's like three coaches behind the bench. There's so much going on at the same time that
Yeah.
it's. Yeah, I can analyze, but I just gotta coach more than that. I gotta figure out the systems for the team or whatever. The
Awesome.
game's going so fast. Honestly, it's hard to do all the things at the same time.
Do you feel, I mean, you've been in the league for the last 4 or 5 years. Do you feel it got faster even in that span of years? Like it got faster in the last 5 years, I guess? I don't know.
Players definitely got faster. Uh, I I couldn't tell honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's a short span of
It's
time also,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you're watching live and you're in the comments and you have question, I guess it's pretty much last call because we'll do about 20 minutes in English and then we'll switch in French and maybe we'll do a longer interview. Um, I know what happened in the dressing room stays in the dressing room, Xavier, but I'll ask you to do a little bit of an exception. I know those might be tricky question for you because you just got into Val-D'Or, but we ask all the same all the guests all the same questions. Would you say that no, I'll restart my question. What number do you have in Val-d'Or, and why do you have this number?
Like my number 7
Yeah,
that I wear as a jersey. Why
yeah,
do you have it?
yeah. Did
So
you
I
choose
have
it
seven.
like
I've been wearing sevens basically for my whole year, and the only reason I kept 81 in Blainville because I when I started I had it. Then I made like I was signed at Christmas. Then I kept it. Then the next year I wasn't sure if I was gonna switch to 7 or not. Then actually some guy took it over me, so I
right?
decided to keep 81.
So it made it an easy decision for you to keep 81. Is it seven something superstitious? Is it a superstition, or was it just you had this number growing up and you just kept it?
I just stick with it. I
Okay,
stuck with it. Yeah.
so basically you could have number, I don't know, 22, and it wouldn't change anything for you.
No.
Okay, got it. Who's the funniest guy in the room in Val-d'Or?
Oh, there's a lot. Uh, Bono is a funny guy. Um, Blackburn's a funny guy as well in some ways.
Yeah, in some ways,
Depat, I think
because he's a goalie, right?
Evan Depatie would be the funniest guy.
Okay. Is there anything that he does particularly, or is he, I don't know, is he a prankster or something?
Honestly, I couldn't tell. He's just
He's just funny.
the way he acts makes everybody laugh all the time.
All right. Keep a good mood in the room, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
honestly, he's yeah.
Um who's the DJ in Val-d'Or, and is he a good DJ?
We've had a couple. We've had the trainer jump in as well, but Fred Potvin and Mathieu Bolduc, I'm pretty sure are the DJs. They've been doing a good job because I don't know who's who, so I guess
But
stick with the plan.
and is it good what they choose in the dressing room?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know which one's putting music all the time, so I just kind of stick with it. I like it. I have no problem with it.
And you don't mind. I mean, it doesn't really matter what kind of music they play, right?
No, I'm kind of in my bubble kind of guy. So most of the time I'm like away in the dressing room, and when I'm actually putting stuff on, I have my earbuds or something.
That was actually my next question. Do you have like any superstition when you in your hockey routine, or do you have any specific way to prepare to a game? Do you like to have a routine, or do you like it as it goes?
From Well, I always eat the same thing when I'm home.
What
So I eat
what is it? Ah,
spaghetti with chicken,
classic.
and I'll have like my routine basically from the morning to my pregame nap remains the same. Then I eat, then I go to the rink, but at the rink it may change depending on if I have some maintenance to do on my body, whatever I feel sore. Uh, but I kind of try to stick with the same routine most of the time.
And if this routine is disrupted for whatever reason, I don't know, the bus is late, or I don't know, for any specific reason, like does it bother you, or are you okay without that routine?
I'll go with it,
You'd rather have your
but
routine.
yeah, I'd rather have my whole routine.
Awesome. All right, Xavier, it was nice having you for this English interview. If you were watching and want to watch in French, well, you can switch on our French platform and we'll talk with Xavier in French. Thank you, Xavier.
Pleasure.